Here on The Power of Shellac, we recently enjoyed Little Esther on a 78 RPM vinyl record on the Victrola, and blues giant John Lee Hooker was supposed to be next. But we have a little aside. In our last visit, some viewers, you know who you are and so do I, some viewers commented on an absinthe fountain in the set dressing. Absinthe, what in the world is it really? It was honestly illegal for a long, long time. It had some 19th century fans, names we all know: Ernest Hemingway, James Joyce, Lewis Carroll, Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Oscar Wilde, Edgar Allan Poe. It was illegal because it was said to make people go absolutely insane. It's illegal no more. Science discovered that the insanity was caused by the very high alcohol content. Absinthe, this is 124 proof. Absinthe is not a liqueur. It has no added sugar. It's not meant to be drunk straight like a shooter. It is an essential ingredient in the Sazerac cocktail, where really a half a teaspoon is all that's required. Absinthe seems to have come from Switzerland sometime in the late 1700s. As I said, it's a distilled spirit. It has no absolute regulations, and in that regard, it's a little bit like gin, although it doesn't taste like gin at all. There are typically at least 3 common flavors: anise or anise, wormwood, and fennel. Anise is a familiar flavor. If you like licorice, you might like absinthe. Of course, if you don't like licorice, you probably won't like absinthe. It seems to have come from Switzerland in the late 1700s. It's still around, and today, well, let's just get back to the absinthe fountain now. Well, there she is, Our Lady Absinthe Fountain, magnificently supporting, well, nothing but cold ice water, as I said. For our demonstration, we'll be using the fairly readily available French brand of absinthe. It's called Lucid. It's 124 proof. If you're using an absinthe fountain, you probably should use a proper absinthe glass. The little bulb in the bottom of the glass holds a dose of absinthe, that dose being approximately an ounce. The absinthe should be watered down, 3 to 1, maybe 5 to 1. Well, let's pour a dose. Well, there's a dose of absinthe. Here's our sugar cube. Here's our absinthe spoon. It's a little hideous looking. It's really just a slotted spoon. It sits on top of the glass, holding the dose. So, I've talked about sugar. There's our sugar cube. We're all set up. A dose of absinthe, an absinthe glass, a slotted absinthe spoon, a sugar cube, cold water. And let's see. Remember, we're just looking for a drip. A drip. A drip. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. The proper way to serve absinthe, probably sitting in an absinthe bar with your absinthe drinking fans. Let's see if we can get it perfectly centered for our little demo. Ooh, there goes the sugar cube. You can see it's a little bit green. A lot of absinthe is. Sometimes it's perfectly clear. Well, we sit in the absinthe bar talking about whatever we talk about in the absinthe bar. And this is really the ritual. Well, there's no one here occupying the other seat on this dual absinthe fountain. Some fountains have as many as 6 outlets. But you can see our dose is getting watered down. Well, there you have it. Just stir and enjoy. Remember, around 3 to 1, maybe even 5 to 1. I think you know more about absinthe now than you needed to know or even wanted to know. So next week, we'll get back to the Victrola.